When you're building for the SOC, you have to be safe and you have to be secure. This is why we use Spectra Assure within our build pipelines to produce a high quality, safe and secure product. I'm Monzy Merza. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Crogl. Crogl is a fully autonomous AI SOC analyst. It is used by customers to investigate and triage security alerts, to threat hunt, and to achieve maturity in their operations through consistency, speed, and risk reduction. Crogl is a compound AI system. It runs on-prem, it runs on cloud, and is fully private. That in itself creates lots and lots of requirements for security and safety of the system itself. We looked around at other products, but we really needed something that can cut across the gamut of requirements that we have, be able to look at containers, look at third-party open source libraries, have access to things, whether they're NPMs or files, or whether they're binaries or configuration files. So our requirements were very, very wide and varied. That's why we use Spectra Assure, because it helps us analyze and assess all of those different components. For us, security is not an afterthought. It is part of how we develop, how we code on a minute-to-minute, hour-to-hour basis, and also how we do product release. We use a number of different products for product security, but Spectra Assure is the only one that will actually stop a release. And if something doesn't pass Spectra Assure, the product doesn't get released. I think ReversingLabs is one of the best kept secrets in the cybersecurity industry. ReversingLabs has expertise in everything from threat intelligence to malware analysis to Spectra Assure, which is something that we use within our build pipelines. ReversingLabs has probably one of the largest customer accessible repositories of malware. And doing static analysis for malware is really, really difficult. And doing it at scale is even more difficult. That's the kind of grounding that ReversingLabs have. So we know that when we're using Spectra Assure, we're not just running a vulnerability check. Underneath that vulnerability check, there is a lot of understanding of malware analysis and supply chain problems and the relatedness of one library to another. And we're getting the benefit of that. So we're really getting a really deep-rooted report and not just something that says, well, you have CVE XYZ on your system. We can get that through a file check. That's the easy part. It's all those other pieces that are hard. But with Spectra Assure, we're able to understand what is it vulnerable to, is it being exploited, how is it related to the exploitation of something else, and if there are other dependencies in some other library which might not be obvious that are exposed to that same vulnerability. We believe that software should be better. We've been consumers of security software. We've created security software before. We want software to be better. We want our customers to be confident that whatever software that they're using is safe and it's secure. And that's why we use Spectra Assure, to provide them that confidence.